to this Facebook Live discussion hosted by PSDA. That's the Print Services and Distribution Association. My name is Darren Painter, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the magazine that association produces every month called PS Magazine. Today, I am joined by two very cool people from the company Thumbprint, who are here to chat about PSDA's annual P2P Technology and Innovation Summit. This year's P2P is set, it's coming up. It's October 23rd through the 25th at the Galt House Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky, which I hear is really cool. I encourage you to register for the event. Everything you need is at a specific website. If you could jot this down, it's psda.org/P2P. That's psda.org/P2P. We'd love to see you there. If you are responsible for sales at your company, you know how much connections in the industry matter. You know how much conversations with helpful vendors matter. You know how much takeaway tips from good education sessions matter. And at the show in October at P2P, you'll find all of that. Not just a bunch of stuff to sell, but you'll leave with, hopefully, with specific ideas that you can take back to your company that matter, that move the needle for you when you return. Let's meet our participants. There's two people here ready to roll and get the discussion going. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We'll start with the leadoff batter, Brian, and then we'll move to the second hitter, Ashley. Brian, take it away.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Brian Gill, and I am the Vice President of Sales here at Thumbprint, right outside of Orlando in Florida. We help our clients organize, create, distribute, and measure all of their brand efforts at scale. So what that means is when we go to clients, you may have seen online, we've had a marketing campaign where we're calling ourselves the guardians of the brand. So our goal is to go into clients, help them control their cost, process, and their brand. So streamlining the ordering process and really helping them grow. The idea is to go in and say, hey, how can we take these things off your plate and allow you to do what you do best, which is run your organization, grow your organization, and drive revenue for your organization. So I run our sales team here, and we're really excited to get out to P2P in October. So Ashley, all right, I just hit a double. Drive me home.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. My name is Ashley Armstrong. I've been with Thumbprint 11 years. I am a senior account manager, and I also run the team lead here with our CSR and account manager team. I basically do what Brian, he goes out there, he gets the fish, he reels it in, and then me and my team, we execute it. So.
That was a triple, Brian. I'm sorry.
Triple?
You're in, but I think she just out hit you.
That's all right. Nice RBI.
So I wanted to start by asking a pretty simple question. Well, maybe it's simple, maybe it's not. About end users. A lot of times in the industry, I think we're so hyper-focused on like the connection between distributors and manufacturers that we maybe sometimes forget that the most important link in the supply chain are the people paying for all these services we're doing. The question is, what's going on with end users today? What are you guys noticing that they want maybe more than ever? Any shifts or anything that you're recognizing?
Yeah, I'll jump in. I think, end users are getting smart, right? There's a lot of options out there. They've learned how to source product. They've found ways where they're bringing me opportunities. And sometimes a client would send me a link. Back in the day, they send me a link to Amazon and be like, hey, I really want this bag, or I really want this envelope or this pocket folder, whatever the item is, it doesn't really matter. With zero knowledge of how to find that product out there in a brandable fashion. Now they're sending me links to suppliers. They're sending me links to competitors. So they're getting smarter about sourcing. So the days of me going in and picking up an item and telling them, yeah, I can definitely go save you 10, 20% on producing this product, those days are kind of gone. So one of the things we talk about is the difference between cost and price. And so what we're trying to find with clients is, how are you doing things now? It's not always about the price you're paying for the product, but what is it costing you as an organization? So what are you doing once the product gets to you? How are you distributing it? Oh, you're bringing it in, you're shrink wrapping it and then facilitating it out to 20 locations. Well, how much time does that take you? What should you be doing? Oh, you're a director of marketing. You're supposed to be growing the business, but you're spending how many hours a week handling logistics, fulfillment, kitting? So what is this product really costing you now when we take in your salary, your time, and then your opportunity cost? So once we can go in, that's really where the measurement side of our organization plays such a role, because once we can show clients what they're actually spending time doing, too many times they're looking at a line item on an invoice. But once we can get them out of that mindset and really start thinking about where their time's going and what they're paid to do, once they see that we can free up their time, it's less and less about the product cost at that point.
Interesting.
And with that being said, it allows us, at that point, we're happy to bring the vendors in. You don't have to hide behind, like whether it's, we brought in an agency, we brought in a manufacturing partner of ours recently. It was very transparent to the client, because at the end of the day, the client didn't really care about that. Now it was Thumbprint solving my problems. They've got this great network of people that create great products at a great price. And then they handle this other piece of it for me. The product's one piece, then Thumbprint's, executing it. And so at that point now, they understand that Thumbprint's bringing a team to the table of trusted partners, and I don't have to go out there and find them myself.
Yeah. Ashley, I want to
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ashley.
No, I was going to say the same thing. I think that's been the biggest struggle, is that they have to, one project, they might use 3 to 4 different vendors or themselves. And that's one thing we're able to bring, is be the one source now. So they're able to bring everything here, and we're able to do all the touches and the pieces of it together to fulfill it for the customer. So they kind of think of us as their one-stop shop, and that's been huge.
That makes sense. Brian, you mentioned Amazon just kind of in passing, and something I was thinking of the last couple of weeks is, we live in a world where I can buy a hotel room tonight with a tap and a swipe, right?
Yeah, easy.
And I'm very used to, as a consumer, super easy, super simple.
Yeah.
And I've never been more empowered, and I'm talking about everybody, more empowered to make decisions, kind of realize maybe what things should cost, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys sensed that the expectation of the customer is way more advanced than it used to be? In other words, maybe they know how much things should cost by the 18,000 searches they've done in the last year, et cetera, et cetera. So you have to move. I feel like the print world has to move beyond price, but maybe one of the reasons is, like, customers are expecting a lot more because of the Amazon Prime world we live in.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I tell clients all the time, we live in a Prime Now world. It's not even Amazon Prime. Now it's Prime Now. And, Amazon, you look at Amazon, they're going from 2 days. They're looking to get Amazon Prime from 2-day delivery to 1-day delivery.
Right.
So, to your point, we've got somebody setting the bar of what service looks like now. And everyone's just assuming now it goes from groceries to gifts to diapers to promotional products and to print and all the things that we do in our space. So that is the mindset. So how do we do that? And I think I will tell you, when I go out and talk to people, the thing that resonates most with clients is I tell them, I'm going to come in, I'm going to make your life easier. Yeah. And if you can and that, to me, that's what Amazon is. At the end of the day, when I go onto Amazon, I know I'm getting a quality product. I know I'm going to get great service. If they make a mistake, they're going to fix it. It's going to be easy for me. It's going to be painless. And at the end of the day, I know it's a competitive price. I don't go out there and price shop it. I just know that I'm paying for this convenience. And that's really where I feel like if we don't take our business down that model and down that road, we're going to get left behind. Oh, yeah. I'll give you an example. We have a client that has 15 school locations right now. Private equity got involved. They have to grow to 120 locations in the next 3.5 years.
Holy cow.
So right now, they're literally ordering in 8.5 by 11 like flyers on it, or 8.5 by 5.5 on an 8.5 11 sheet. They're cutting them down to size. They're driving them to the different schools in the morning, because right now all the schools are in the same community. Well, pretty soon they're going to be in different states. So when we came in, I will tell you, I'm looking at this going, this is a great opportunity. Mm-hmm. My first 5 to 10 quotes, I'm high on everything. So you start getting nervous. As soon as they start sending you invoices and you're quoting them, but what we had a transition of, look, guys, these invoices represent you right now as a marketing team of 3 supporting 10 to 15 schools in one common area that you can drive to. Mm-hmm. You need us to grow to 120. Mm-hmm. So you can't scale like this. So once you can get in that mindset of, guys, we're going to help you scale. You don't have to go hire 2-3 new employees, deal with benefits. Do you have office space for them, desks, computers? You bring us on board. The cost, it might be a little bit more for some products, but look at what you're going to do. Look what we're going to free you up. You can't grow, you can't scale doing business the way you're doing it. So those are the types of clients we want to find where they understand that there may be a slight increase. I tell people all the time, I drive past Walmart every day to shop at Target. So, right?
I feel like, so Ashley, I feel like just jettisoning off of what Brian just said, it seems like it's as if I feel like there's a shift between helping customers save a bunch of money. Like if we were selling cotton swabs, which doesn't have anything to do with customization or, making the cotton swab better for a certain ear. It's just a cotton swab.
Exactly.
I would be trying to drive the price down as much as possible, but we don't live in a world of cotton swabs and syringes. We live in a world of Pearl campaigns and trying to drive revenue for companies. Can you talk about the difference between helping companies save money on print versus the shift toward helping them make it, through marketing services, e-commerce, brand consultation, that kind of thing? I think that's something you guys do well and something that you can find at P2P, in the vendor hall there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I definitely think that's what we've been better with, doing the e-commerce and having these sites and everything built. It's more than just getting the product. It's the whole line, the whole service that we're able to, give the customer throughout the beginning to the end stages. I think what Brian also said, I think a huge thing that customers value from us, because it's not about price anymore as much. We always beat ourselves down with that. But when it comes down to it, our customers are always going to be able to get that email that we received this acknowledgement. We're able to turn fast proofs and be able to we do all the extra stuff. We check the inventory and we're able to monitor the whole process, as we said, the guardians of the brand. So we really do take their logo and make sure everything is being branded properly, take it through the whole pipeline to execute it. I definitely think our site by far, which Brian's been huge behind, and he started off in that area and has built and does such a great job. So.
Well, I think too, like to Darren, when you're talking about the revenue side, one thing I think that we have to start looking at as distributors, like Ashley works on a large account of ours. And I mean, the volume of marketing collateral that's going out to this client, they've got 270 locations, right? Mm-hmm. When we look at it as a partner, we're like, wow, look at all these orders coming in through the site 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're pumping collateral out to their locations to support them for growth. And when you look at it, we're going, man, our business is doing this. We went in and we sat down with the CEO at a table and she goes, well, what's that mean to me?
Right.
You're printing a bunch of stuff. You're sending it out. Well, guess what? Did you know that we're not growing?
Yeah.
So when you sit there, you go, wait a second. We're growing, but is our client growing? So one of the things we're trying to do a better job of, and at the end of the day, the product to me now, everything's about data, right? Everything is data. So one of the things we're trying to do as a company is, look, we got to go to our clients and say, look, you have to trust us with your data. Let's marry the data together. So let's say if you're looking at a sales force of 200 people, and Darren, you tell me, hey, I'm the owner of this company. I have 200 sales reps. Billy over here is our best sales rep. Well, let me tell you, I can help show you what Billy does, what collateral he's using, what he's distributing. Let's find out what makes Billy successful. Yeah. And can we replicate that? And then let's find out, what are the people that aren't successful? What are they doing? Or what are they not doing? So our goal is to marry our data with our clients' data and figure out what's working. At the end of the day, if I'm just selling you stuff, I'm done, because I'm going to get fired if it doesn't work.
Yeah, and when we were at that meeting, we were able to see right there the locations that are low, that maybe aren't bringing in enough people. They were able to see that they're not taking advantage now because we're able to provide this kind of software. We were able to log in and say, wow, they've ordered no marketing material in 4 months. So then we could see their top 5 locations have been taking advantage. And every month they're going on their location, their office managers are placing those orders. They're ordering all the events, all the flyers, and they're the ones who are going up. So that helped the CEO go right away, well, I got to get with these locations to find out, why are they not going online? Why are they not ordering and doing these events like all the other locations? Because it seems to be working. So that's where they go, okay, well, thank you. You helped us. Now they know why their numbers are low, and hopefully we can help them get their numbers back up.
That's certainly, so you're not a print provider at that point. You're providing business intelligence that helps you have conversations. You mentioned the technology, and so did you, Ashley. Did you find those technology helpers, Brian, at the P2P show in the past. Let's talk about the vendors that maybe
Yeah.
the kind of vendors that people can expect to find
Yeah.
in Louisville.
You guys had great vendors. I have to say that's one thing. Last year was my first year getting to attend. And I love that you guys had the small rooms, the small groups with maybe about 5, 6 of us were in there that got to meet with vendors one-on-one. And I felt like I brought back so much knowledge. I got, personal interaction. I got to know who my sales rep outside was, who I would be working with on the inside. And I definitely learned and was able to come back and go to use them to get quotes. So it was that was probably my highlight of those one-on-one meetings.
That's great.
And you specifically speaking on technology, Darren, I think, you look at this show 5 years ago, there weren't nearly as many technology partners there. There weren't as many options there. I think in our world now you're seeing more and more. The nice thing too is they all play nice, right? We're going out, we're all sitting there, and everyone's trying to get better, right? So the thing I like is I go there, I learn from all of them. I'll give you an example like Eli Sackett.
Yeah.
Has Foundry, great platform. I'm not on Foundry. Eli, if you're out there, if you end up watching this, I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to have coffee and you're supposed to tell me why Foundry is the best. I still owe you that. But at the end of the day, the goal is you just can't stop learning. And that's the one thing Greg, our owner here, is like, look, if you don't care about learning, you're in the wrong industry. So the nice thing is every year we're sitting down, like we want to know what else is out there, what's available. And for the first time in a long time, there's options in our industry. There are options, and there's good options. So, and that's where the people that aren't taking advantage of that are going to get left behind.
I feel like one of the coolest dynamics among people in PSDA is like a legitimate, genuine sharing. Mm-hmm. So if I run Darren's, business forums and labels, company, I might be competing with Thumbprint on certain accounts, but I'm talking to you as well at the water cooler, at PSDA and at the P2P show. I'm talking to vendors who are competing against each other all the time. I feel like that's genuine. And that's probably true for a lot of good associations, but the spirit seems to be alive, with that at P2P, maybe more than any other show, I think.
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, there's one of my friends, Jake from Meridian. We met at the show a couple years ago, and now we text each other and, hey, came across this item, came across this vendor, came across this solution. He'll write me all the time, hey, I got a client asking for this. We've never really done this before. Tell me, have you done it? What are the pitfalls? The big thing is, what should I avoid? Right? Yeah. I think that's where we really do want to help each other. Look, I've been down that road. You don't want to make the mistakes I made. We told Jake we had some really exciting software. Last Thursday, I sent him a text. Hey, bud, I got something I think you want to see. And he's like, all right, set up a WebEx. We're all busy, but yesterday we took 90 minutes out of our day, did a WebEx to share some knowledge with him and just let him know, hey, this could benefit your clients. Right. And I will say that I don't think that does exist everywhere. Well, look, we're all really, really busy. The fact that I have people I can call and that will take time out of their busy day, during or after business hours is really helpful. So
yeah. And Ashley, your first show was last year.
Yep.
What do you remember about thinking prior to the show? Maybe versus what you found there.
That's a good question. No, when we were going into it, we were really excited because it's our first time to go, and it was more for the client services and the office manager role. And I guess I thought it was going to be just very basic. I also didn't know how the people were going to interact with each other, the other girls that were going to be there. And I think that threw me off. I didn't know we'd get so many connections. Like we were going out to dinners with the other account managers and the CSR team, and we all exchanged emails. And we actually are still emailing to this day, kind of like cool. Brian just said, that these girls are doing exactly what I'm doing. I know they're not trying to steal your client. It's not about that. It's working together and helping in our role. Like being in the same community has been huge. I didn't know that existed until I went there. And I was like, oh my gosh, all these girls doing exactly what I'm doing in North Carolina, Philadelphia, all over. And I think that was really huge for us. And we grew and we came back with ideas, and we were able to help other companies and these client service girls find better solutions as well. So I think we all brought a lot to the table, but it was really neat. You made friendships too throughout it, which was very cool.
That is cool. Yeah, thanks, Ashley. How about you, Brian? Do you have any anecdotes from past shows or any specific experiences that maybe come to mind besides the vendor you found to buy the TV behind your head? Because it looks like, is that the NASA channel?
You have to go
That's
to
Earth. Yeah,
Dude,
this
that
is
is
this
awesome.
is a new. Yeah, that's a new client I'm going after right there.
The
But
entire planet Earth.
yeah,
is the new
this
channel.
is my CRM you guys are looking at. Yep, that's yep, New York City.
Sweet.
No, I think man, there's been some really cool ones. I mean, I've oh man, my favorite one. I don't know if I have a favorite. I will say, I mean, I'll give a shout out, Jamie Fredrickson at Pocket Folders Fast, and I've referred a lot of people to her. One of the things we found was, I think one of the biggest challenges sometimes is on the distributor side is when you're talking to the manufacturers and you hear about equipment, but you really don't know what does that mean to me. Like, okay, you got this new equipment. All right, well, tell me, who should I be talking to about this? Where do you see this being successful, right? In the promo industry, there's a lot of lifestyle photos. There's a lot of lifestyle imagery. So you understand this product applies to this. Oh, great. This guy's wearing this while he's surfing. Okay, this is an outdoor water sport type thing. In the print world, we really don't know. But Jamie was able to educate our team on how her equipment would make an impact. And we went from, the nice thing for this was, at the end of the day, my goal isn't to go there and just transfer. Okay, I used to order labels from Ashley. Now I order them from Darren. My goal is I want to find someone that's going to open a new door for me. Mm-hmm. I want to go back and sell something I'm not selling. I'm not just looking to shift from vendor to vendor. So going in and being able to figure out, how do I sell pocket folders? What makes a pocket folder cool? So, and having a partner that not only just can manufacture, but going, hey, let me help you with the design. Let me set you apart. And this was someone we hadn't met. We weren't even doing business with. She wasn't even entered into our system 2 years ago. And now we're doing 6 figures with, and it's all new business, which is nice, right? So it's new business for us. It's new solutions and creativity for our client. And so it's a win-win-win. So those are the kinds of things when we're going there. I'm not looking to find a new vendor that I can move my business to. Show me what else I can do. What am I not selling that I need to be?
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Got it. This is the final question before we start the song and dance that we had rehearsed earlier.
Yeah.
If I'm on the fence, I don't know if I'm going to the show or not.
Ouch.
Do you think? Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Do you think? What do you think? What would you say to that person to try to encourage them to go to the website, register for the show, spend a couple $100 and make 6 figures, as you just pointed?
Exactly. I just think take the time. Everybody's busy. We use busy every day. I'm so busy. I don't have the time. You definitely need the time to get that knowledge. You just have to take it. So that's my biggest thing. I think we're all swamped every day. We're all working over hours constantly, and we just don't think we can do it. You can, and you just have to do it. You'll come back and you're going to be so glad. You feel refreshed from the show. You learn so much from the show. You make so many connections. Like Brian said, you're definitely going to come back and you're going to gain new business from it.
Yeah, I just think you can't afford not to. There's 2 events that I have circled every year. One's P2P and the other is CEO Summit. You come back, it's nice. It's kind of like a little vacation. You go, you unwind, you just get out of your outlook for a couple of days. It's like, I need this, to be honest with you. And as someone who's trying to lead a team and actually leading a team, you can't be a good leader if you don't step away and take a look at everything and get some perspective, talk to other people that are doing it. Like, I don't feel like that's leadership. So you got to get out from in the business every now and then so you can work on it and come back. And I think that's really as a company, we've just taken that approach.
Got it. Oh, you guys are doing a great job. Really appreciate you taking the time to speak with the print world and to me today. Very much. So thank you very much.
Absolutely.
If you're out there, do me a favor, open a browser, type in psda.org/P2P. That's 2, the numeral 2. So psda.org/P2P. Check out the details, register today. Once again, that show's coming up October 23rd through the 25th in Louisville, Kentucky. It is where print distributor leaders and their teams come together to do a bunch of stuff that's valuable, connect, learn, explore, understand how to sell stuff. buy a TV with the NASA channel, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And listen, bring your whole team. It's not just for one person. Don't steal all the business.
Yeah.
Bring 3 or 4 or 5 or 15 people. We'd love to see you there. You'll all return to the office, I think, better than when you left it. I guess for now we'll probably return. Brian, are you leaving? Oh,
What?
you're coming in. Thanks. Oh, look at these guys. Hey, thank you everyone for joining the broadcast. Both of you and everyone else. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.
Absolutely. See you in Louisville.
See you
Yeah,
guys.
see you there.
All right. Bye.